Can a folding chair really only be used for a few months before being thrown away? Last time, we dismantled a repairable folding table, and today, it's the turn of its partner, a similarly lightweight, sturdy, all-metal, detachable folding chair. Two people can sit on it, the board doesn't bend, the frame doesn't wobble, it supports over 150 kilograms, the structure withstands real use, there's no plastic shell, no welded structure, and it can still be repaired if broken. First, take 4 50cm square steel tubes, mark points at 25cm and 45cm down from one end, and draw horizontal lines along these points. Then, mark a horizontal point 3.5cm down from the other end, and mark the center point on each horizontal line. Take 4 more 40cm square steel tubes, mark a point 20cm down from one end, and 1.5cm down from the other end. Draw horizontal lines along the marked points, and mark the center point on each line. Cut 4 short pipes of 35cm, align these 4 short pipes side by side. Mark a point 17.5cm down from one end, and similarly mark a point 1.5cm down from the other end. Draw horizontal lines along these 2 marked points, and mark the center point on each line. After all markings are completed, use a hole locator to make positioning holes, then use a bench drill to drill through the holes completely. As the iron filings fall, the framework already has a structure. Then draw a slot line between the 2 holes on each 50cm long tube, and use an angle grinder to cut precisely. This gap is the folding joint and also the fulcrum of force. Next, chamfer the short tubes of 40cm and 35cm, carefully grinding the metal edges so they are no longer sharp but smoothly meet each other, then assemble them with bolts, washers, and nuts. After assembly, place the 2 sets of brackets parallel, adjust to the same spacing, take 2 square tubes and weld them to the upper and lower ends of the brackets on both sides, forming a stable rectangular outer frame. Weld a transfer short tube between the 2 movable legs of the frame as an inner cross brace. Repeat the above steps to make a second identical frame. After welding, use an angle grinder to smooth the surface until it is even and sleek, removing roughness and clarifying the outline, allowing the metal to return to its rightful smoothness and calmness. Align the 2 frames and lay them flat, installing a hinge at both the top and bottom of the joint position. Securely connect both sides of the hinge to the frame with self-tapping screws, checking if the folding resistance of each moving part is even. If necessary, slightly adjust the bolt tightness to ensure stability when unfolded and smoothness when folded. After installation, spray the entire chair frame with black paint to form a rust-proof protective layer and unify the appearance. The paint skillfully covers the traces left by welding, without diminishing the beauty of its structure. Finally, place the wooden board on the frame. Use self-tapping screws to fix the board from the surface and install a handle in the middle of the outer frame, using self-tapping screws from the surface of the board through the handle hole to secure it firmly. The handle is slightly curved, not for decoration, but for a more comfortable grip. At this point, the foldable chair, which combines portability and strength, is fully completed. But this is not just a piece of furniture. It is an attitude of relentless pursuit of quality in life. In this fast-paced, high-consumption world, we often forget the true value, which is often hidden in the items that can accompany us for a long time. This chair reminds us that beauty lies not in novelty and frequent replacement, but in careful craftsmanship and attentive maintenance. Not all damage requires discarding. Sometimes repair and improvement are precisely how we give things a second life. So, if you are also looking for a way to bring more craftsmanship into daily life, why not give it a try? Start with this chair and use your hands to write your own story. Save this video as a library of inspiration for future projects. Like and support so more people can discover the creativity of DIY. Follow Handicraft Everything, where you not only learn how to make things but also understand how to live with heart. May every tool become a brush in your hand, and may every creation witness your growth.